Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be going over a Redrix build that I put together using Charged with Light. I really think it's an interesting build, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. This whole Charged with Light mechanic is not new. It's been around for a good while, but not a lot of people are using it. So hopefully I can shed some light on how to use this mechanic a little bit more effectively, especially how to use it in PvP. So here, as you see in the background, we're basically just gonna kind of go over the build really quickly. There are things I like to do to maximize this build. One of the things is I use Redrix, right? Really handy pulse rifle. Here I'm going to actually swap this out for a counterbalance mod, just because I'm trying to get that increased stability, which is something you really need once you proc the perk for Redrix. As you know, it's a really strong perk, and now that high impact frame pulse rifles have been buffed, it's really good. So I want to use Redrix. The other thing, I swapped to a sidearm. And you'll see that later in the build, because I'm taking advantage of that enhanced targeting, right? Which not only do the pulse rifles get and take advantage of that, but also the sidearms. I'm using Last Dance. This is a really stable sidearm. It's very beneficial for up close fights. You know, backing up and keeping those shotgunners off of you. But being annoying and able to get in those close range fights. So that's why I chose to utilize this particular weapon. As you can see, this one has, you know, kill clip, outlaw, right? Fast reload, start popping off. This is what we want. So for this particular build, that's what I'll be using. Now for my heavy weapon, I chose to go with Truth, because why not? It's an amazing weapon, especially in PvP. I don't often get heavy, but when I do, I want to make sure that I get the kill, right? I want to secure the kill. So, as you can see, this is kind of where I'm at. So we'll start off with what I'm wearing as my mask. So, using enhanced scattered projectile targeting, I am able to slot in 2 of those. But the really important part here is the stacks on stacks, right? And you notice I'm having to use the Void helmet in order to get this perk, because not all of the Charged with Light perks work on just any armor piece. You take a little bit of a stat penalty, as you'll see at the bottom there, to your recovery, which is why it looks like I have no recovery on there. But that's just part of the perk, right? You slot it in and you gain the extra stack of Charged with Light for every stack you get. I think it's worth it. Definitely beneficial. So for me, no harm, no foul. It's a great mod. Definitely key to the build. Recommend, if you don't have it yet and you haven't been lucky enough to get it, to go get it. Next, we'll look at my gauntlets. So running enhanced pulse rifle loader there. You'll see 2 of those. Definitely needed, especially for Redrix, because I don't have a reload perk, but this makes it quick. But the key here is to become Charged with Light by picking up the orbs. Since I have both my weapons masterwork, I hopefully will be dropping orbs. I can use it also off of my allies' orbs. So plenty of opportunities to get that and get the Charged with Light buff. On my chest armor, really, of course, key to the build, high energy fire. This is how we're going to be able to utilize that Charged with Light mechanic and actually get that increased damage. I'm also using enhanced unflinching rifle aim, doubling up on that, because why not, right? Another thing about the whole like Charged with Light deal, so 1 stack is equal to roughly 20% buff in damage. And so, you know, you pair that up with Redrix, man, especially if you get the, you know, you proc the perk, it's going to be super strong and super effective. So this is really key to the build. You need this in order to take advantage of the charge with light mechanic. Next, I'm using Gemini gestures just to be annoying. If you're running top tree, this goes well with going invis. Right, you'll see here I have the pulse rifle dexterity, right, and running traction because why not? Again, trying to take advantage of that pulse rifle deal. But yeah, Gemini gestures are great for if you're doing the NIGHTSTALKER class. You can either run top tree and take advantage of that vanishing step, or you can run middle tree, right, and take advantage of some of the perks there. Particularly because you get a bit of a buff from flawless execution, right? And you'll be able to utilize that a lot more because, as you'll see later, Redrix kind of takes advantage of you crouching and getting those shots and kills. And so we want to try to proc this as many times as we can. Get the perk proc from Redrix, get the perk proc from flawless execution, and then just go nuts. You'll notice that Redrix is indeed a high impact frame pulse rifle, and it says that the weapon becomes more accurate, right, when standing still and aiming down sights. However, what we've noticed is it really happens when you crouch. So kind of a hidden thing there, but basically you can crouch and get that same buff and increased accuracy even while you're moving around while crouched. It kind of counts it as if you're kind of still standing still. So you get that increased accuracy, but you can still kind of be moving while you're crouched. You want to take advantage of that, get those headshots, and then proc the True Sight perk. That's something I'm hoping to take advantage of a lot in this build, and you'll see a little bit later as we get into the gameplay. So, as I was saying, you can run, top tree if you want to take advantage of the invisibility, or you can run middle tree because, you want to do that flawless execution. I'm actually in the video going to be using middle tree versus top tree. And yeah, so you'll get to see how that plays out. Last but not least, the cloak, right? So here we're running some pretty interesting perks. This was new for this new season, for Season of Arrivals. This perk I am so excited to use because I'm planning on getting lots of multi-kills with Redrix. And that's that perk you see right there, Swift Charge. And you also see that secondary perk there that says Pulse Rifle Scavenger. That's actually a perk off of Swift Charge because of me having the Outreach mod on there. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, right, you become charged with light by rapidly defeating combatants with pulse rifles, sidearms, or submachine guns. I'm hoping to take advantage of it because I am running a sidearm, but also mainly because of Redrix and being able to rapidly defeat enemy combatants. And I'm able to take advantage of the secondary perk, right, of defeating combatants with a pulse rifle grants you a chance to drop special ammo from your allies because I am running an ARC mod with it. You have to run an ARC mod in the actual slot in order to take advantage of the perk. I think this is a really cool mechanic. I'm looking forward to what other mods they put out like this because, man, it's really amazing. Yeah, it's really amazing. But like I said, you need to be running an ARC mod with it in order to take advantage of it. You'll see here that I kind of chose a mod, ARC mod, because there wasn't really anything I thought was cool, so I just thought something that would be the most helpful. And so I chose Outreach just because it says reduces melee cooldown when using your class ability. I plan on using my class ability a lot, a whole lot, right, because of Gemini gestures. And not only that, but if I was running top tree, right, doing that constant invisibility. You'll see the other mods are down there. They just didn't appeal to me as much as Outreach, so that's the one I chose to go with. Right there, you see that my mobility is high so that I can get that fast recharge rate. It's not quite as high as I want it to, so I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of resilience there in order to kind of, balance it out. Because I mean, if I have at least 5 resilience, then fine. I think I'll be okay. But I really want that, 9-tier mobility so that I can proc Gemini basically whenever I need it. And if I was running top tree, proc that invisibility. So that being said, yeah, let's get right into it and see what this build is all about.
Streaming more magic too. I'm about to hit mythic in that hopefully soon. So probably be streaming some magic. Right.
Control.
Let's get. Apologies in advance if my kids run in. I have 2 kids. Of course, with this whole coronavirus thing, summertime, right? They're in the house a lot, so apologies in advance if they run in. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna try. Let's see if my teammates are gonna come with me to push in hard on B.
Zone A captured. Enemy claimed Zone C.
Crowd right there. Okay. What is going on right now?
You're in the lead.
This is weird. Seemed like they were like moving in slow-mo. I don't know what was going on there. Very
Lost
weird.
the lead. Enemy claimed Zone B. That shut them down.
Burst. There we go. He didn't expect it. Yeah. He didn't expect it. Yeah. Oh, got him too, but got me. I was a little low on health. Probably a little too much. That's Redrix doing work, though. Redrix doing work. Ah! Shoot. That's hot. Alright.
Your opponents have built a lead. Destroy it.
Jesus. Blind. Zones, apparently.
Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. Zone C captured.
Come on, sniper. Gotcha. Woo!
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Got him. Woo! That was close.
Tell them to line up fast.
Woo! I don't know how I made it out of that.
Zone B lost.
Woo! Jesus. Insane. Insane. Oh man. This is crazy. Alright.
Shut
Ugh.
the enemy down.
Headshots are not there right now.
Zone B
There we go.
captured. You have zone advantage.
Let's get there. Yep. Ah, couldn't figure it out in time. It was one shot. Tried to switch to the sidearm. Not fast enough. Not fast enough. We can get back before they can cap me. So glad that they fixed this doggone sprint button. That was getting on my nerves. Oh, oh, oh. Can I get one of these? Oh yeah.
5 minutes. You're catching up. Close the
Okay.
gap.
Yeah. Hey, baby girl, go on. Okay. All right. Where are you? I'm hunting them down.
Hunters like you
buddy
blaze
there.
a path for the rest of
Buddy
us.
saved him. Buddy saved him. Alrighty then.
Zone C lost. Zone B
Definitely
lost.
not effective
It's a power
captain.
play. Get those zones
That is,
back. Zone A captured.
Problem. Ah! Ah! Behind me. Decided to jump on me at the same time. You ready? Woo! Got you, sight.
You captured Zone B. You have advantage. 2 for 1.
Oh yeah.
And that's why we have fire team. 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Zone A lost. Now you're fighting with heart, Guardian. Zone C captured. You have advantage. 2 for 1. Well done. You have the lead.
I almost had him. Almost had him. There he goes. Yeah, baby. Don't call it a comeback. Oh, man. This is hilarious. Love it. Nah, let's go outside. Oh, that was a good play. Good play. That was bad on my part. Just stay back and just...
Zone B lost.
That's my bad.
They just took the lead.
Corner, how to push corner. They come around the backside. Trying to outrun him. And of course, it runs out as soon as it kills me. So that's it. Let's get back in. We're doing good. You go ahead and catch that.
Zone A captured. You have advantage.
There we go.
Zone C lost. That shut them down.
Alright.
Only 1 minute left.
Oh, shit. No, you don't.
A fire team that fights together stays together. Tell them to line up faster. 30 seconds remaining.
Ah! Should have kept running. Should have went back and
10
ran.
seconds.
We gave it a valiant effort. Gave it a valiant effort.
Your enemy has defeated you.
Ooh, a bunch of Umber Lingrams. Yo. See how we did. See how we did.
No,
Team didn't
not this
win.
time.
I'm a little sad
Controlling
about that.
those zones is the
But,
only
you know, not
path
bad.
to victory.
36 kills, 3.27 efficiency. Not bad. As you can see, we were able to proc True Sight a lot. We were able to utilize the light mechanic to help boost that damage right off the top to ensure we could get that kill, and then start popping off with Redrix, man, and up close and personal with the sidearm, man. That does nasty. My aim was not great. That was a warm-up match for me, and my aim was off a bunch of times, and we were still able to get a lot of those kills. Spectral came through, the True Sight came through. So yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This portion will probably get uploaded to YouTube. I'll probably stop it here and see if I can do that. But yeah, this was pretty successful, I'd say. We're going to experiment, of course, with some more, and I'll be back up here in a bit to do some more streaming.